Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. Just a quick video. Actually, this could be a quick one. Well, I'll be quick, I'll get to the point. So for the people that want to be quick, we can be quick, and then we'll give all the added information for the people that want to hang around and get the longer, more detailed education. Okay, so this one's in for a injector replacement, related works, if you know what I mean. So first thing we do, as you know, give the vehicle a bit of a preparation, a bit of a clean up. Basically check a few things, okay, check a few things out, whatever, a bit of a look around, see who's worked on it, see what's missing, what's broken, and the other bits and pieces we're going to need, like, are those clamps under here on the fuel lines in here, and there's this clip here on the hoses, and I'll just move this out the way because that's quite sharp. It's kind of good if we just leave those facing down like that out the way, you know what I mean? Then you can get in over here and do your oil filter without cutting, why would you have those? See, there's a little tip. So that wasn't planned to put in this video. Can you see that? Let me just make sure. Can you see that? Yeah, you can, right? So you're going like this, oil filter, sharp, right? So let's just go. I know that's not our factory put them, but it makes sense, doesn't it? Right? Anyway, down here is where we're looking. Now, I've done many other videos, and in some of them we talk about the P0400. There's a number of things that can cause the P0400, but one of them that we're going to mention in this video, we're just going to talk about one of them, and that is, in case for people that are not sure, the unit we refer to as the EGR cooler is this unit here. That's the EGR cooler, right? That rectangular box that's got, so it's got coolant hoses connected to it. So we'll call it the EGR cooler, coolant box, whatever, right? The earlier Hiluxes, 05, 06, they just had a pipe running from the head up to the EGR valve. It was a slightly different configuration up here, some similar gaskets and stuff like that. And basically, I've just got to say, because I've just noticed it now, this is the same vehicle we did the normal blow-by video on, and when we had the cap off, the oil on the hand thing, you can see where it all sort of sprayed up and it's all over here. But we've got to deal with that now. We've got to deal with working in that oily mess. There's not much really. It looks worse than what it is, but or maybe it doesn't look that bad, But anyway, we're going to work on it. We're going to get oily, and we're going to clean it all up at the end again anyway. It's still a lot cleaner than it was before we cleaned it up anyway, because we took the cover off, and it's all dust and dirt and grit. It's years worth of mess and whatever. But the point is, this is the EGR cooler, right? And the way it all works is your exhaust gases, your dirty, unfiltered, hot exhaust gases come from the exhaust side through a port in the head, comes through into the EGR cooler through here, and there's some fins in that, a bit like a reverse of a radiator, a intercooler like this up here. The air goes through it, and the coolant circulates around that, trying to cool it down. But the problem is, the exhaust gases are probably 300 or 400 degrees. The coolant's already about 80, 90 degrees. How much cooling effect does it actually have? It wouldn't be that exciting, would it? So, okay, so, and a bit further along up here, there's a couple of flaps in there, we'll call it, that open and close and move around, and a couple of different, without getting too technical, what I want to say is, what controls that is this vacuum actuator on the side here. There's a shaft here, right? So there's a rod that goes in that those flaps connect to, right? It turns like this. And what happens because of all that dry, abrasive soot and garbage, things just end up not working quite right. NQR, not quite right, if you know what I mean. So eventually what can happen is they can either get a bit sticky and cause the P0400, or they can stick completely all together, and that's what this is at the moment. See, look, it won't, oh, hang on, it's all changed now. See, this is, okay, this is a perfect example, actually. Perfect, awesome. Okay, this is what we want when you go to do a video, and it's a bit different to the plan. So I'll just zoom in a little bit more so I can show you. Yesterday what happened was, this was stuck down there like that, right? Now it won't stick there if I wanted it to. Interesting. It was completely stuck, it was stuck there like that. And I'm like, well, how is this not getting a P0400? But anyway, we have seen a number of vehicles with that stuck down without P0400, right? But then when they do stick, it is something that can cause a P0400. So what I'm trying to say is the information varies. There's some variable information, but you need to check things like this, right? We'll call this the EGR flap actuation or something like that. You need to check that that moves, and I did it from around there so you could see, but look, that's moving freely now, no problem. Happy days. It's certainly moving. Look, I don't know, whatever, okay? Yesterday, it was stuck down, and that was that, right? So, and there's a number of them where I've gone like that to show you, and it's stuck there, and then you've really got to use a lot of force to get it to stick back the other way. But look, hasn't really worked out because I actually wanted to show you that it was like that, and I'm going, you know, trying to pull it up, but it wouldn't go up. But look, guys, I don't know. Didn't really work out for exactly what I wanted to show you because it's not sticking at all whatsoever now. But, you know, whatever. You get that. You know, it's all part of the fun. Things do that. Can't believe that. Well, anyway. I suppose what the video, I can't show you, it just wrote off my video. I can't show you what I wanted to show you, but what I want to show you is they do get sticky. Sometimes they're seized, sometimes they're tight, sometimes they just get stuck at one end or the other, and if it doesn't release in time, when, you know, because basically what happens is, when you back off your throttle, the EGR valve momentarily closes, or opens to 100%. Let me get it the right way around. Open, close, open. Yeah, it goes to 100%. Right, momentarily. So things need to move when the computer says so, otherwise that's when you get code. So I told you it was going to be short, pretty short and boring, but at least it's giving you an indication of where you can go and look if you're having a P0400 or any other possible issues, or you're just doing your regular maintenance and you just want to check that and make sure that, I can't believe that that was stuck yesterday. I could not budge it, and now, just trying to feel if it's... It actually feels smooth all the way, so unbelievable. But the point is it's definitely getting stuck at one end, so noted. And on that note, I haven't really got anything else for you, but look, hopefully that helps you to know a maintenance item that you can just check that, you know, give that a like that, and just make sure that that moves up and down and that shaft, you know, turns and it's not seized. Anyway, that will help. And then obviously if it is tight and not working right and you are getting P0400s, or it could even be a contributor to other codes as well. So just be aware of that. It's something that does happen. It's rare, it's not a big problem. As I said before, if you've got that problem and you're doing your injectors, that's where you don't normally have to clean this EGR cooler out. They stay pretty clean. The time they get dirty is if you cracked a piston and then it puts oil through it, because oil, you know, going out your piston, going in your exhaust gases, then it all gets oil, then it gets blocked up, right? Because in here it's all dry and abrasive, right? That's why it doesn't build up. It's just dry, it's exhaust gases. Until you add oil, the oil is a slight amount of oil in the intake. The oil's after here, so the oil's from where it joins at this end onwards, which is why when you clean all that, you only need to clean the butt end hole a little bit. You don't normally need to clean that out. But if you're having a problem with this sticking or not moving smoothly, then that's when you want to, while you're at it and you've got it off and you've got your fuel pipes off, you can take your EGR cooler off, drop your coolant, do a coolant flush because it's got coolant connected to it, you know what I mean? And give it a good clean out and start from scratch. There are a couple of gaskets in there you can either replace or reuse. Usually you can reuse them. If you would, it's just, you know, it's not a precious situation generally. They're good gaskets, you can reuse them, they don't leak. People reuse them heaps. We do have them in stock, so if you want a couple of those, let us know. If you're planning to clean out the whole EGR cooler, you know, it can be part of the injector kit while stocks last and while we have them in stock. Anyway, guys, that's it. Just wanted to show you that. Gets a bit sticky at times, but this one hasn't really made a good example because overnight it's magically recovered and it's working, seems to be 100%. Thanks for watching. Bada bing. See ya.